Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, watching your calories, working out consistently, but it still feels like you're fighting a losing battle with your weight? Maybe you're even jealous of that friend who seems to eat whatever they want and stays lean. It's frustrating, right? But here's the kicker. Your metabolism might not be the real problem. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why metabolism is only part of the story and how understanding your body's signals can truly change the game for you. Now, I know some of you are already skeptical, thinking, of course metabolism matters. What else could it be? But trust me, it's more about your body's natural set point, the level of body fat where it feels most comfortable. Everyone has a unique set point, and your body fights to stay there. If you're constantly hungry or feel like you're starving when dieting, it's not because your willpower is weak. It's because your body is sending signals to protect itself. Let's break this down together. Imagine two people. One eats 4,000 calories a day and maintains 15% body fat, while another eats 2,000 calories and stays at the same 15%. You might think the first person has a faster metabolism and feel envious of how much they can eat. But here's the thing. Their hunger and satisfaction levels are influenced by their set points. If either of them tries to eat far below their body's comfort zone, they'll experience the same misery, regardless of how many calories they're consuming. Take me as an example. If I'm eating 2,500 calories a day while training intensely, it's absolute torture. Why? Because that's a 1,000-calorie deficit for me. My body's set point is telling me, hey, we're not okay with this. Eat more. On the flip side, if your maintenance is 2,000 calories and you're eating 1,500, you're also in a deficit. The hunger feels real because your body is resisting change. It's not about how much food you're eating. It's about how far below your body's happy place you're trying to go. So, what's this magical happy place I'm talking about? It's where your body feels balanced. For some, that's 20% body fat. For others, it's 10%. Your set point is influenced by genetics, your environment, and even your dieting history. If you've been yo-yo dieting for years, your body might resist going lower because it's learned to store fat for survival. This doesn't mean you're doomed, though. You can manage your set point. You just need the right tools. One of those tools is understanding calorie density. Picture this. You're eating 3,000 calories a day of nutrient-dense, low-calorie foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. It might seem like a lot of food, but your body feels satisfied because your stomach is full. Now, imagine eating 3,000 calories of pizza, donuts, and fries. You'll blow through those calories fast and still feel hungry because they don't fill you up. This is why I focus on eating foods that are low in calorie density, but high in volume. They're like little tricks for your brain. Your stomach stretches, sending signals that you're full, even if you've consumed fewer calories. Let me ask you something. Have you ever eaten a big salad and felt completely satisfied afterward? That's because those leafy greens and veggies take up space in your stomach without packing in tons of calories. Contrast that with a handful of nuts. Healthy, yes, but calorie dense. And you'll see how quickly those calories add up without actually filling you up. This is why low-calorie dense foods are a game changer. They help you eat less without feeling deprived. Now, I want you to hit that like button if you're finding this helpful so far, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips that will make your fitness journey a whole lot easier. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's dive back in. Why does this matter so much? Because hunger is the #1 reason diets fail. It's not about willpower or emotional eating. It's about biology. Your body doesn't want you to starve, so it sends out hunger signals when you're in a deficit. The key is to work with your body, not against it. This is where low-calorie dense foods shine. They allow you to stay in a deficit without triggering those intense hunger pangs. Here's another way to look at it. Imagine someone training for a marathon or cycling long distances. They might burn thousands of calories a day and eat accordingly. You might think, wow, they're so lucky to eat that much. But for them, hitting that calorie target isn't enjoyable. It's a necessity. Their bodies demand it. And if they're in a deficit while burning that much, they're suffering just as much, if not more, than someone eating far less. This is why it's so important to focus on your individual needs. Comparing yourself to others is a waste of energy. Your journey is unique, and your body's signals are tailored to you. Instead of trying to out-eat hunger, learn to manage it. Start by incorporating foods that stretch your stomach without adding excessive calories. Think of big bowls of soup, fresh salads, or lean proteins. These foods give you the satisfaction of eating without sending your calorie intake through the roof. Now let's take this a step further. Have you ever wondered why some foods are so irresistible? Foods like pizza, chips, or ice cream. They're designed to be highly palatable, combining just the right amounts of fat, sugar, and salt to make them addictive. These foods hijack your brain's reward system, making it harder to stop at just one slice or one scoop. It's not your fault, it's a biological response. But knowing this gives you power. Instead of keeping these foods in your house, where they're hard to resist, fill your kitchen with options that satisfy hunger without overloading you on calories. Another strategy is meal planning. I know, it's not the most exciting topic, but it's a game changer. When you plan your meals, you take control. You're not leaving it up to chance or last-minute cravings. Start with foods you genuinely enjoy, but that also align with your goals. Think about breakfast. Instead of grabbing a sugary cereal that spikes your blood sugar and leaves you hungry an hour later, try oatmeal with berries. It's filling, nutrient-dense, and keeps you satisfied until lunch. And speaking of lunch, let's talk about protein. Protein is your best friend when it comes to staying full. It's more satiating than carbs or fats, which means you'll feel fuller for longer. Include lean sources like chicken, fish, or tofu in your meals. Pair them with fiber-rich vegetables and a small portion of healthy fats like avocado or olive oil, and you've got a balanced plate that keeps hunger at bay. Now let's dive deeper into why these habits are so effective. Picture this. You're at a family gathering, and the table is packed with calorie-dense foods. You're tempted to indulge because, let's be honest, everything smells amazing. This is where pre-planning comes into play. If you've eaten a filling, nutrient-dense meal beforehand, you'll be less likely to overindulge. Your body will already feel satisfied, and the cravings won't hit as hard. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. It just means you'll do so mindfully. Let's also talk about portion control. Sometimes we're eating the right foods, but in the wrong quantities. Even healthy foods like nuts, avocados, and whole grains can derail your progress if you're not mindful of portions. Use tools like measuring cups or a food scale to get a clear picture of how much you're consuming. It might seem tedious at first, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. And trust me, the results are worth it. By keeping portions in check, you can enjoy the foods you love without sabotaging your goals. Speaking of enjoying foods, let's discuss cheat meals. They're a hot topic, right? Some people swear by them, while others think they're a recipe for disaster. Here's my take. Cheat meals can be a great way to satisfy cravings and stay on track, but only if you approach them mindfully. Plan your cheat meals in advance. Make them part of your week, not an impulsive decision. When you know you have a cheat meal coming up, it's easier to stick to your routine because you're not depriving yourself. And when the time comes, truly enjoy it. Don't feel guilty. Savor every bite, and then get right back to your plan. Now, let's tackle a common misconception about exercise and hunger. A lot of people think that doing intense workouts will make them ravenous, but that's not entirely true. Exercise, especially strength training, can actually help regulate hunger hormones. When you build muscle, your body burns more calories at rest, which means you can eat a bit more without gaining weight. Plus, strength training improves your body composition, making you look leaner and feel stronger. So, if you've been avoiding weights because you're worried about getting hungry, don't be. The benefits far outweigh any temporary increase in appetite. And speaking of appetite, hydration plays a massive role in managing it. Did you know that thirst is often mistaken for hunger? Before reaching for a snack, try drinking a glass of water and waiting a few minutes. You might find that you weren't hungry after all. Staying hydrated is also crucial for overall health. It helps with digestion, keeps your skin glowing, and even boosts your energy levels. Make it a habit to drink water throughout the day. Keep a bottle with you and sip on it regularly. Your body will thank you. Now, let's circle back to the idea of set points. Remember how I said your body has a happy place when it comes to body fat? It's important to understand that this set point isn't fixed. You can gradually shift it over time through consistent habits. By eating nutrient-dense foods, staying active, and managing stress, you can encourage your body to settle at a lower set point. It won't happen overnight, but with patience and persistence, it's absolutely possible. Think of it as retraining your body to find a new normal. Stress management is another critical piece of the puzzle. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that can increase appetite and lead to weight gain, especially around the midsection. Finding ways to manage stress is key to staying on track with your fitness goals. Whether it's through yoga, meditation, or simply taking a walk outside, find what works for you and make it a priority. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Let's not forget the importance of sleep. It's often overlooked but plays a huge role in weight management. When you're sleep deprived, your hunger hormones get out of whack. You're more likely to crave high-calorie, sugary foods, and less likely to have the energy to exercise. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a bedtime routine that helps you wind down, like reading a book or taking a warm bath. And keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet for optimal sleep conditions. Before we wrap up, let me share a quick success story. One of my clients struggled with hunger and cravings for years. She tried every diet under the sun, but couldn't stick to any of them. When we started working together, we focused on incorporating low-calorie dense foods, managing stress, and improving her sleep. Within a few months, she not only lost weight, but also felt more energized and confident than ever before. Her secret? Consistency. She didn't aim for perfection. She just showed up every day and did her best. And that's all you need to do too. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's not about having a perfect metabolism or never feeling hungry. It's about working with your body instead of against it. By understanding your set point, choosing the right foods, and building sustainable habits, you can achieve your goals without feeling miserable. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out the videos on the left and right for even more tips to help you crush your fitness journey. Let's keep this momentum going and make progress together. You've got this.